Hey, welcome to the channel. In today's episode, I'm going to install the oil catch can. Now, I'm going to explain to you what is an oil catch can, what does it do, and which one should you get. All about it in this video. Alright, before showing you how to install an oil catch can, it's better to understand why we need this. So an oil catch can basically just catch the oil, but the oil that we are catching, where does it come exactly? Well, there is something that is called a blow-by. So when there is a air fuel mixture which creates the ignition of the engine, there is something that get built up. Basically, there is an air that get built up, and that air is thrown to the crank chamber, and when it goes to the crank chamber, basically, of course, when there is too much air that goes there, the pressure get built up, and when it get built up, we need to release that pressure, and that's where comes the PCV, the positive crank ventilation. So the PCV valve will release that air, and as that air is being released, unfortunately, there is an oil that get carried away, and therefore we need to catch that oil, because that air actually gets sent back to the engine, and as the air being released, it comes with some oil, and depending on how your engine is performing or is built, for some cars you can really get a lot of oil that gets blown up through the PCV valve, and you need to catch that oil because you don't want to send the oil and the air mixture back into the piston chamber. We don't want that. We just want to send the air itself, and that's where comes the oil catch can. So the can will catch the oil and only release the air, and that air is the one that goes back into the engine. Basically, that's it. That's why you need the oil catch can. So which one should you get? Well, I will not spend too much money on an oil catch can. This one, if you look at it, it's pretty basic. However, if you look at the red one, the difference between the two is that the red one has a stick that you can measure how much oil is in the can, because you have to drain the oil. So when will you know to drain the oil? And that's why you have the measurement stick that comes with the red one. It's easier to measure the oil. Otherwise, with this one, you'll be always tempted to open it and check how much oil you have on your can. But if you have a stick, it's easier to measure the level of oil you have in the can, and you have to drain it. The one downside about adding something like this on your engine or on your car is that you have to be mindful of always checking this, because it can really fill up if your engine throws a lot of oil. It can really fill up. Now, back to the installation. The challenging portion of this is to know where exactly to place the can. There is no space over here. There is no space over here. You can definitely create a space over here, but it's up to you how you want to do it. The easiest way I've found to install this thing is right on this space here. Now, if you have tools, you can drill and make some holes to place this oil catch can. This is the one I'm going to use to place the oil catch can right here. But you know what? Here is the magic. You see this little thing here? This is where I am going to place the oil catch can. All right, I'm going to take out this because I need space to work on. I'm going to take out this. Take this out. guy here. All right, I'm going to put these two plates like this, and this guy will sit right here. This guy will sit right here. That's how I'm going to install it. So I'm going to secure this into the hose. I have this C-clamp. This is exactly the right size that I need, and connect it right here and tighten this hose. Don't go too crazy with this because you don't want to damage this, because BMW uses plastic all the time. The smaller hose goes here, and of course don't forget the C-clamp. All right, and this is the result. The all catch can is installed. One thing you need to make sure, you see this says in, so look at the in line. The inlet line is right there, that comes straight from the intake manifold, goes out, goes in the catch can. From the catch can, this is the outside, goes all the way out and back to where the air goes through from the air filter and goes into the system again. And that's how you do it. There are many ways you could mount this. You could either do mount it from here. If you have a bar that goes through the engine like this, you can mount it here and these hoses will go the same direction, or you can also mount it from this side here. But other than that, I think this is the perfect mounting for me. I am going to put back everything else, put back the air filter housing in place, and we should be all good to go. And this marks the end of the episode. If you like this episode, I would highly encourage you to please like the video, and also don't forget to comment and share. Thank you, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.